Hello Libra, thank you for joining me just in time for your Libra February 2022 reading and predictions. The readings here are different, good, and many Librans have asked me whether I provide personal one-on-one clairvoyant readings, and as many of you Librans know, the answer is yes. Just check out the information that's in the description box below, and you can see how easy it is for that to happen from wherever you may be in the world. Libra, let's see what there is in store for you, shall we? Now, as is our usual practice, we're just going to take the 5 cards because 5 represents change, and I think there's always change going on in our life. In fact, the one thing you can be certain of is that things are going to change. Now, let's have a look to see what there is. Now, by the way, these cards are, I think, particularly interesting. There's the moon, the artwork in particular, because I have to tell you that it's ordinarily the King of Swords, ordinarily the type of artwork that you might expect to see on an art gallery wall, for example, 3 of Cups, rather than necessarily on a deck of tarot cards. But there you are, there's the Ace of Pentacles, beautiful. See, just really great stuff. I think you're going to like looking at this when we get together and do so in just a second. And there's the Wheel of Fortune. Wow, what a great card that is, the Wheel of Fortune. Anyway, why don't you now come? Sit down here next to me. We'll have a good close look at the cards together while I do the reading for you. I think we might start first with this lady. The Wheel of Fortune. She's sitting right next to me. So what do we have here for the Wheel of Fortune? Well, on this Wheel of Fortune card, a woman's dress reveals her internal apparatus, consisting of a number of wheels all connected together. Each wheel is but a single cog in the larger machinery. Their ability to operate depends on all the other parts working. The woman has no power over the process, no control over the ups and downs of life. The wheel at the top of her heart, at the top rather, holds her heart here, do you see that? And her happiness or sadness depends entirely on how her fate is turning. Now, this watch, which is in the woman's hand, in her left hand here, I think that represents the eternal cycles of time we are all subject to. And the clouds in the sky behind her, they show that life is forever changing. Yes, the Wheel of Fortune does indeed represent the ever-changing cycle in your life. Your life is in constant motion, revolving around the ups and downs life hands you. No moment ever stays the same. Just as you are getting comfortable, the wheel turns, and you are moving towards another situation, sometimes good, sometimes not so good. And at times, you may think that the wheel is stuck because the bad luck garbage, if you like, has been visiting you way too long. But you have to remember, the Wheel of Fortune is also the karmic wheel of fate. So on the many multi-levels of your lifetime, you may be paying a bigger bill this time around than another. Eventually, the wheel does shift. Sometimes you just don't recognize it because you are so wound up in what you think you should happen. The Wheel of Fortune is the game of life. There are no guarantees. How you play out your fate is up to you. The lesson you learn from your experiences, mistakes, failures, misfortunes, and victories in life, they are all gifts you take on your spiritual journey. The Wheel of Fortune's number, I'm looking at it here, in this Roman numeral 10, that is the number of completion and rebirth into a new cycle. It symbolizes the portal to a new journey. The Wheel of Fortune is the ever-turning cycle of life, death, and rebirth. Its number 10 represents the end or completion of something, as I say, as well as the beginning of something new in your life now. It represents unexpected encounters and twists of fate. You never know what is around the corner, but the Wheel of Fortune brings the gifts of movement, change, good fortune, success, karma, and coming into your destiny. Now, I have a feeling that this card here may have something which relates to that, you know? This is, as you would be aware, the moon. Let's have a look at it, shall we? I'll just take the title out, but you can see... Actually, I'll leave it in there because the number is important, I think. Here's the moon. Well, this card shows a full moon in the night sky, a symbol of intuition, dreams, and of the unconscious. The bright moonlight creates an eerie atmosphere in which we see a woman sitting on a wall. Deep in her thoughts, she has turned towards the moon. Now, underneath the woman lies a sea of dark water, representing the subconscious mind. And entwined with her dark dress, long tentacles are climbing out of the deep water and crawl up to the surface, symbolizing the woman's deepest fears and anxiety. But the howling wolf next to her is her protector. And I think it also represents the wild aspect of our minds. Now, the moon is full of mystery and wonderment. Its waxing and waning cycles reflect death and rebirth, fertility, intense dreams, deep sleep, and also heightened psychic abilities sometimes. So you might find that during this period. It can also represent unexpected situations, and it certainly does, because of its waxing and waning nature, represent transformation. Its cycles reflect the cycles of your spiritual and physical paths in the world of matter. The moon stirs an ancient, mysterious feeling inside you. Now, looking at this number, Roman numeral number 18, that is the number of challenge, tests, initiation, intuition, inner strength, and also of completion. Now, this moon energy intensifies any situation, taking it to unexpected realms. The moon is the threshold or gateway to a new and unknown reality. It is yet another initiation, a good one, and its path can be referred to as the dark night of the soul. Now, if you have ever walked outside at night under a full moon without a flashlight and away from any light source, you have experienced the moon's mysterious, illusionary scenery. It is surrealistic. The scenery around you has a different, shadowy cast to it. It takes you out of the ordinary. But don't get lost in its illusions. You have to use your senses and pay attention. You have to trust your intuition and your instincts. The moon represents the gateway to the unknown. It brings you to new, unfamiliar ground, and all the fears and demons that you have carried up to now may seem bigger, scarier, and meaner than you have ever experienced. But when the moon calls you to enter the darkness, feelings and emotions can come out of nowhere. So trust your inner divine light. The moon reminds you to go forward without worrying about all the what-ifs. Trust your authentic self and fight the monsters. Light is always brighter than darkness. The moon's guiding light says, "Follow me. Use your inner strength and focus. Trust your intuition and instincts, and you will wake up on the other side of the threshold liberated." Now, the moon can inspire you on your way to new ideas and paths. Though it doesn't reveal the total situation to you, it teaches you to tap into your intuition and trust. It opens information and inherent memories through dreams, meditation, sitting down just relaxing and letting your mind be still, and also sometimes through visions for some people. It reflects where you are on your cycle of life. And we saw that there as well. So they are connected as I anticipated here. And where you are on your spiritual path, and where things are beginning and ending and rebirthing, the moon reminds you that you will pass through the threshold many times on many levels, and each time you do, you heal yourself, and your awareness becomes more expanded, and your wisdom becomes deeper. The moon reflects the sun. You reflect the divine. Now that might take us to where? This is a great month for you. Let's have a look here. Now, this is the Ace of Pentacles. Well, you see, what a great card to have here. Now this shows a woman sitting in a lush garden, which is in bloom. She looks at a fern that has just emerged from the earth. As the plant grows, the leaves unfold in a spiral pattern representing its potential. That pattern, incidentally, as the mathematicians will know, is the Fibonacci sequence. Now the woman, I think, is being asked to take care of the plant and help it develop into something valuable and sustainable. Now it will take time and effort, as symbolized by the challenging path the plant has had to follow to rise up to the surface. But it will be worth it to cultivate this resource. Now, this is the highest manifestation energy in the deck, I think. It brings the opportunity and energy to be successful, experiencing wealth in your internal and external worlds. Now, this ace promises success and happiness in all ventures. It symbolizes the magical path that you can follow. The key to the Ace of Pentacles is blending your spiritual ideas with the world of matter, creating something unique to you. The gift of this card is manifestation. Now, this energy reminds you of your spiritual connection to the earth. Now, when the elements of earth, air, water, and fire work together in balance, they create a harmonious environment. When one element is out of balance or more dominant, things can result in an unsettled environment. Now, for us humans, balancing and blending the mind, heart, spirit, and physical on earth brings a new definition to the concept of true wealth. True wealth is felt in your inner and outer worlds simultaneously. Each step you take, each choice you make creates a new reality, destiny, and future. You can create magic or havoc in your life. When the energies of the self, that is mind, heart, spirit, and physical, when they're all working together, external and internal gains are abundant, creating a higher level of life. You can create your own personal Garden of Eden by using the gifts of Mother Earth and blending them with your divine path. Now, when this energy enters your life, good things are on the way. The planted seeds of your dreams and visions begin to blossom into manifestation. Good fortune, prosperity, abundance, and security are coming to you. Conditions are excellent to launch new ideas and projects. This supportive energy offers an opportunity to change things for the better. This Ace of Pentacles brings financial gains, the beginnings of financial gains and security and stability. It symbolizes the body and soul working in balance, bringing recovery and well-being. And it can indicate a lasting relationship that continually deepens. The Ace of Pentacles inspires you to work with the land and nature. Not on it, but with it. Understand that you are part of it, as it brings you grounding energy, creating peace in your inner and outer worlds. Now, that's really good news, I think, and I think this has got some good news as well. Let's have a look at this, shall we? This Three of Cups here. Oh, this is interesting. Now, it's a bright, sunny day, for one thing. Three women are celebrating their friendship and spending time together as a united group. They are having fun and playing with the three hoops that connect them and bind them together in their appreciation, honor, and respect for one another. Each woman is unique, yet they all share common goals and a sense of camaraderie. Now, clearly for you in this reading in this month, this energy here brings celebration, good times and fulfillment. Happiness and joy surround you. The Three of Cups is a very healing card that brings well-being. It is a bonding card that brings strong, supportive friendships and also loving relationships. Now, with the Three of Cups, your heart is full, your life is happy, and your spirit is high. Mind, body, and spirit dance together. The key to the Three of Cups is appreciating and embracing your joy and good fortune. It is time to celebrate your accomplishments. The Three of Cups says, seize the moment, enjoy this precious time. Because before you know it, it will be another day, and the moment will change like the cycles of the moon. The experience of the Three of Cups harvest will fade, bringing a new journey. The gift of the Three of Cups, however, is sharing a joyful celebration with good friends and family. The sun is shining on your path now, and your life is blessed. The Three of Cups symbolizes a carefree time that is light-hearted, full of laughter and smiles. Fulfillment, good fortune, and the pleasures of life seem to be flowing to you. This energy tells you it is a wonderful time to be alive. Let your dreams soar and be realized. Now, when this three enters, it brings success, completion, and new beginnings. It signals fertility as well, I've got to say, and birth. You just feel good. It brings joy, happiness, and laughter. If your heart is a bit low, this light-hearted energy reminds you that laughter really is the best medicine. Appreciate and enjoy your friends, sharing your joys, loves, and successes, and honoring theirs as well. This uplifting card symbolizes a festive party with food, music, dancing, and merriment. It is a wonderful time to be alive, so have some fun. And while we're at it, let's have a look finally, is it? Yes, at this gentleman here, who is the King of Swords. All right, King, let's have a look at you. Well, who are you? Well, on this card, the King of Swords is represented as a Japanese samurai. He is a well-respected authority and master in using the sword, which represents here his intellectual power. He can be confronted with any problem, and he manages to keep a clear, logical mind. The bird's eye, I think, here in the center, it just sticks out to me. And I think that reflects his ability to react quickly and intuitively. The blue color surrounding him symbolizes the breadth of the king's knowledge. Now, this is the celestial king who has mastered focus, clarity, and insight. He embodies the elements of esoterically of fire, which I align with spirit, and air, which I associate with the mind, balancing and integrating the fiery masculine life force with brilliant intellect, resulting in divine reasoning that expands into an intense passion for truth and justice. Now, this King of Swords, I suspect, is something of a mediator between heaven and earth. His lightning fast mind gives him the ability to think abstractly, igniting keen insight and groundbreaking ideas. He is a master visionary, bridging the order of nature with the expansion of science to just a higher octave of understanding and balance. When the King of Swords enters, he indicates a time of moving in a new direction, or maybe new directions, plural, with purpose and with clarity. The king signals a time to trust your inspirations, putting new inspired ideas into action. He brings opportunity to expand and open your mind, viewing life situations with a broader perspective. Truth and clear communication will become a must in your life at this time. The King of Swords encourages you to follow your path of truth. He asks you, are you living your life true to your soul self? Your soul self, of course, will connect you to the divine, bringing peace and clarity. When you channel divine truth and wisdom, heightened mental clarity is available, and the spiritual breakthroughs or eureka moments can occur. The truth will set you free. Now, because he's turned up in this position here, with these two major arcana sitting beside him and across from him, he says that major decisions which require some deep thought may need to be made. Be informed, exercise your intellect, and trust your intuition before you come to a conclusion or a judgment. The King of Swords can represent someone counseling you or advising you in situations. He can also indicate a real interest in psychology, just something that I'm getting there. Needed information to help solve a problem is going to be coming to you, bringing mental peace and healing. You may become a leader of a new concept or program. This king brings a powerful intellectual time where truth brings vision and success. Well, what a fantastic set of cards for you. And that is the way it is for you this month. Fantastic, and I really enjoyed the artwork on these cards, I really must say. Now, if you want to look at more of the artwork, of course, just jump through to your rising sign or to your moon sign, and you'll see a spread of the different pieces of artwork and the different other signs as well. That's a thing that you can do that's there. But anyway, thank you so much for joining me. I love seeing you. Great to see you. And I hope you enjoyed, well, I know you would have enjoyed that as much as I did providing it to you. Now, remember one thing, of course, and it is this, that you are a legend, and I look forward to seeing you again next month. Until then, it's bye for now.